Hello, everyone. We're waiting for people to join. Hello, everyone. Hello, hello, hello. Hello. Hello, how are you?
Hello?
The first one to
Yes.
be here. Do you?
Yeah, I just checked no one is here. How are you, Mr. Hussein?
I'm fine. What about you?
I'm good, alhamdulillah. Everything is all right.
Always, always, inshallah. You're our
Inshallah.
early bird today.
Yeah, yeah. Well, we were talking about, punctuality, I guess. So I must be here on time.
Surely,
Yeah,
surely. It's
yeah. I
a
was,
good teacher is the should be the first one to be in class.
yeah, yeah, I believe so. Yes. So, but yeah, I just want to thank you because, well, I didn't know about this, sessions before, and I find them very useful. So thank you. And I've checked your YouTube channel, and I like all, your videos and everything. They are so nice and well organized. So thank you. You're
You're
doing
very
great.
thoughtful. You're very thoughtful. Thank you so much. This is too much for me. We have been doing this for like maybe a month now. This is our
Oh,
fourth.
really?
Yes,
Okay.
this is our fourth session, I think. And
Oh, very good.
the idea came from an Egyptian teacher called Noor in the webinar
Okay.
group. He kept saying, "Guys, I need to practice speaking English. We need." So I told him this is not the place. We have other groups where he can post this. So
Hmm.
one of our friends said, "So why don't we help him?" So I said, "Okay, I will create a group for English speakers," and we started.
Yeah.
Yes,
It's very good idea because it's not about just practicing English, speaking. It's also to share ideas. And you see, well, something like the topic you picked today. It's actually, I think it's a very big problem in Egypt and in the Arabic countries in general. Like they don't, well, the time orientation, like if I'm late like 15, 20, or even half an hour late, it's fine, it's still acceptable, unless I'm going for a job interview or something. So, yeah, I think, well, let's hear from each other, especially if we have like, participants from different countries. We will know from their side how do they see this,
yes.
So it's really nice. It's very, very nice.
Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much. You're welcome. We're happy that you joined us.
Oh, thank you.
Hello,
I think
Lamia.
Lamia is here, yeah.
We have Lamia and Nancy. I don't know, people are very energetic and they are very encouraged to participate. And once we have the session, they disappear.
They are late.
Even Salma's not here.
Yeah, maybe we need to remind them because you know it's the first day.
It's
The Eid.
Eid. Happy Eid, everyone. Yes. Yes,
Yeah,
I
Eid
know.
Mubarak.
This is very confusing today. Though no one is out, I guess.
Yeah, but it's fine. Well, how long is the session?
It's like 35 minutes.
So I think it's not like a long time. So we can start, and then when they come, we can hear from them.
Surely. So here are the questions that will help you. I posted them in the group. You may look at them again and feel free to speak.
Okay. I'm not sure if Lamia, are you here?
You
Yeah,
start. You should start.
okay, I should start. Okay, just let me take a look at the question. So the first question is being late acceptable in your culture? So yeah, I'm Egyptian, and I think well, the thing acceptable, you know, well, it's not acceptable, but I think like people don't realize that they are doing something wrong, you know, by not being on time. So it's just well, we can say actually acceptable, but I don't like it, you know. When people come late, it just I just feel it's some sort of disrespect. So yeah. um are you ever late for appointments? No, appointments no, because it's like if I have like an appointment with the doctor or some formal appointments, well, we shouldn't be. I can't be late.
Right.
But to be honest, if I'm going out with friends or something, maybe I could be late for a couple of minutes, you know.
Hmm.
But sometimes it's just out of my hands.
Yes.
The other question, what type of excuses do you think are all right for lateness? I don't really know. I can't think of something because you see, if someone is late and then he tells me there was an accident or some emergency, I can't say anything. But if they are just lazy or they don't, you know, think about the duration that the traffic jam might take or something like that, I don't know. What should I say? So yeah, I think maybe if it's just an emergency. The fourth question, how do you feel when someone is late for an appointment with you? It annoys me, especially if I waited for long, you know. So yeah, I think that's it.
Okay, this is great. Thank you so much for this.
You're so
Lamia,
welcome.
if you would like to participate, you're welcome. I'm gonna have my turn. So, uh, being late is very much welcomed in my culture. It's not only accepted because it's the normal thing. You don't expect people to come on time, they are always late. So, this is concerning the first question. I'm trying never to come late. I always come before the time, and it's very true. And my students know in classes know that once it's the English session, then I'm standing on the door. So of course it happens that I rarely came late sometimes, or rarely came late, but it's not that much. Um, we have a very normal excuse as Egyptians, and we're the three of us are Egyptians today, which is it's only 5 minutes and I'll be there. Don't be angry. It's only 5 minutes and I'll be there. And by the way, all the foreigners mock at this thing. All the Gulf people or the foreigners say, "Hey, مصري 5 دقايق. It's 5 دقايق," and they know that we're joking, and
Yeah.
we still have much time before coming. So I don't like excuses unless there is a major thing like an accident or some important people are passing by, so they close all the
Mhm.
streets, they block all the streets, and How do you feel? I feel this is bad. This is bad. And I used to have some friends who always come late, and they tell me we always come late. So why are you surprised? This is normal. So this is what I have for the questions. Yes. Thank you. Lamia, would you like to participate?
Okay, yeah, sure. My pleasure. About being late, this is very acceptable for me. Not only in my culture, but this is very acceptable for me.
So
Because I like being late. Even if I have enough time to go early, I go late.
Oh my God, Lamia, you know, the best thing that you're saying that, you know, no, I mean it, because some people, they just don't realize that they are late. Well, so you're like it. It's good that you're saying it at least.
I do like it. I like to be honest with myself. So about being late, I love to be late.
But why do you like to be late?
I don't know. Actually, I don't know. I think this is something in my personality. But
maybe she feels,
as I said, even if I have time, I have enough time.
You're used to this.
Excuse me?
Maybe you're used to this.
Yeah.
So it's not strange anymore.
Maybe.
Okay, so Lamia, are you, well, when you meet people, are they always late?
Actually, I have a story with my American friend. She lives here in Cairo. At the beginning, in the very beginning, when we used to meet for the very first times, I used to go, maybe I used to arrive late, maybe at the restaurant, maybe for 10 or 20 minutes. Yeah, and she knows that this is in our culture. She says that this is the Egyptian time, that you're always late for.
Yes, I'm sorry that we have this reputation among others. This is very bad.
Yeah, that's true. I find it is embarrassing when someone talks about our country this way.
They are not talking. We are proving it.
Yeah, no, but well, to be honest, well, I live in Ireland, so well, actually, when I meet some Irish friend, well, I'm always on time because I'm sure that they show up even sometimes early. But if I'm meeting with Arab friends, I could be late for 5 or 10 minutes because I know they are never on time. Yeah, but this is not good, you know. Well, I should say that
you encourage them to do so by being late yourself.
Yeah, you're right. Yes.
Because once they arrive on time and you're not there, next time they're not going to come on time.
Yeah, no, and I'm not saying this is a good thing. I'm saying, well, I should be doing the right thing no matter what. So I believe that.
Now you are in Ireland, you said? I didn't catch this.
Yeah, I live in Ireland. I've lived in Ireland now for almost 6 years.
MashaAllah, and how's life there?
Quiet, I'd say, compared to Egypt. You know, it's very quiet. But well, I like it here. You know, the greenery and the people are so kind, very, very kind.
Great.
Yeah, so I like it in here.
Oh, where is William Wallace?
Huh? Sorry?
Where is William Wallace?
William Wallace?
Yes. Where is he?
I don't know.
Okay.
Oh,
so it was Lamia's turn. Lamia, sorry, you were disconnected, so we took your mic and we spoke. So feel free to come back.
Sorry.
We want to hear about your American friend.
Yeah. In the very beginning, when we used to meet in the restaurants, maybe in Taiwan, I used to arrive late, maybe about 10 minutes late. And she said that this is the Egyptian time, but eventually she learned how to be late. And finally, I've been waiting for her in the restaurant for more than 30 minutes.
Oh my God.
This is something precious.
You taught her.
Yeah.
She became
and she became so Egyptian.
Yeah, oh my God. So she didn't teach you to be on time. You taught her to be late.
No, of course.
We're very effective people. We have our impact on everyone.
But don't you think that being late could send a, you know, message to the person you're meeting or the person who's waiting for you?
Yeah, sure. I do agree with you. This leaves an impact as well.
Yeah,
Yeah.
according to how close you are. Maybe if
But she,
they are your close friends, they know you. So this is not like you're devaluing them. You know that they may know that you're always late and this is your personality, or they know that you live far away and you don't give enough time before reaching the place. Such stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, but you know, well, here, people here in
yes,
Ireland, they always make fun of themselves because they hear, well, this is the Irish time, and they are just like 5 or maximum like 10 minutes late, you know, to a meeting or in a friends gathering or something. So when they say 5 to 10 minutes, and then they make fun of that time, I say, well, you didn't see the Egyptian meeting. We could be like it's still 30, 40 minutes are still acceptable.
30 and 40, yes, and sometimes an hour and a half before you reach the destination.
No, but who's that patient person who would wait for you know someone that long? I would never wait for someone for more than like half an hour.
I used to wait for my friends for more than 1 hour. So
Oh.
normally they are late at least an hour, and I'm still standing. But they know my personality, so they used to choose busy places so that I don't feel alone and I don't feel like uh, I'm in nowhere. So I see people coming and back and forth. So it's fine.
Hmm.
I'll be waiting for them.
Ah,
Yes.
yeah. Well, I don't know. Well, I think people who are not good at getting things done on time, maybe they just feel that the time is passing quickly for them, and then they just find themselves doing everything at the very last minute. That's why they are always late. I don't know. I think because you see, it's still something wrong with the personality, maybe, or something that we need to be aware of, and we need to make sure that is, or to think that it's something wrong, so we can try to change it or live with it, of course.
Yeah, it goes back to many reasons. Mainly, I guess that they don't respect time or they don't see it's that valuable.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
guess
Well, yeah, maybe. Yeah. Mm.
I regard the time is the most precious thing that we have. As when we lose 1 second, we can't get it back. It's more important than money itself. This is what I
Yeah.
guess.
I think yeah, time is very important. Lamia, I think we wanted to say something and we just interrupted you. Are you here?
no problem. I just enjoy listening to you speak.
No, yeah, we
No,
want you to participate
yes,
because yeah, I just could
take
feel
your
saying
time.
something and yeah, please
Take
go
your
ahead.
time.
Okay. Answering question number 3, what type of excuses do you think are right for lateness? Usually I use some excuses like maybe in the morning, if I have an appointment in the morning, I said that unfortunately I set the alarm, but it didn't ring. So I didn't wake up and I woke up maybe 30 minutes later. So that's what happened. I have no hand in this, and this made me late for my appointment. And also, it's very crowded. I didn't find a taxi to lift me up to the place, so it took me much time. One more time that I planned to get to this place. Yeah, I love excuses, by the way.
Okay.
So we're 2-on-1. Nancy and I like to be there on time. We're accurate people. And Lamia, you admitted that you were a late person.
Yeah.
Hmm.
It's
But would you like to change that, Lamia, or you're happy with it?
Actually, I'd like to change people who are dealing with me to live to live with me like this.
She said that she's
Actually,
happy with it.
I tried hard to change
She,
it, but
she's
it doesn't work.
yeah, Nancy. She said, "I'm happy with being late, and I don't see this is bad." Hello, Sheena or Shina. How can I say pronounce this?
Sheena.
Sheena, how are you?
Fine, thank you very much.
MashaAllah, you're like 20 minutes late, MashaAllah, and we talk about lateness today. So here are the questions. Feel free to tell us, but we know the answer already.
Okay, let me take them.
But would you please make your voice clearer? Get closer to the mic, maybe. Yes, it's your turn.
Hold on, please. Let me talk into the chat and check the questions. Hello, everyone. This is Almas meeting. I have some questions. Please take a breath. Help you prepare yourself. Let's move on and talk about wow. The first question says, is being late important in my culture? Acceptable. It's not acceptable in my culture. That's very, very, very sure. But it's what people do all the time. It's what they do all the time.
Sorry, Sheena, would you tell us where are you from?
Sheena, you have to answer the 4 questions if you would like. And I was about to ask you the same question like Nancy, which is, where are you from?
Okay, I'm Sheena from Nigeria.
So we're Africans. 4 people from
They're all
Africa.
Africans.
Okay, Sheena,
Yeah.
you can continue.
Okay, lateness is not accepted in my culture, but it's what people do. We always have what we call African time, because we always know people will come late to every occasion you fix for them. So when you say this occasion is starting 10 o'clock, even when you're preparing the invitation, you put 9:30 there because no people are going to come late. So it's a common phenomenon in our place. And the second one says, yes, I've been late for an appointment before.
Before, rather than this time, huh?
Rather than this one, yes. I've been late for an appointment before. And what I did was just to apologize, because I don't like giving reasons why I'm late. I know I'm late, so all I can do is just to apologize. The third one says, what type of excuses do you think are all right for lateness? Except for an emergency to me. Any other thing can be kept aside. The only excuse I think that may be tenable when you're late for a particular appointment is an emergency excuse. Maybe something that is out of your own control. You can't control the situation. So, and for you to come late, you should have informed those people who are expecting you at that particular time that I'm sorry, for some reason I won't be coming at that exact time, and you fix another time for them within the frame of duration given to you. Finally, it says, how do you feel when someone is late for an appointment with you? Well, let me say, generally, in my place, I will feel uncomfortable. Truly, I won't feel comfortable at all. But yet, I don't have to be angry with them because I always give them reasons for coming late. I'm sorry. That's what I'm going to say. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Shaina, for joining us. And now this is the question for the general talk. What will your reaction be when people come late and you arrived on time? In both situations, it's an emergency and you had to move on time, but they are late, or it's just time is not that important that time. So how will you react? To start with Nancy, you're waiting for some friends, and you have two options or two. I forget the word. You have two scenarios. You're going to an important meeting or something, and they are late. The other option or the other side is that it's normal. Maybe you're going to sit in a cafe or something, and time is not that important. What will your reaction be in both scenarios?
Well, I guess in the formal situation when so do you mean like in a formal situation where well, like we have a meeting, for example, and people are
Cinema, meeting, appointment.
Well, first I would be very annoyed, but well, nowadays I'm trying to control my anger. So I would be saying, well, the best thing is to tell them that this thing annoys me. And I guess if it's formal situation, I might not react, to try to wait a little bit, because in a meeting or something, people would not be so late, I think. And if they do, there must be like some kind of organizer or manager or someone to talk to. So maybe after the meeting or something, I can try to tell them that this is bad. Punctuality is very important, and people cannot be late that much. And well, you're punishing me for coming early, so or for coming on time. If it's informal, like if I'm meeting my friends or something, I think I might if I'm meeting friends, I will know if they would be I would be expecting if they're coming late or not. So I might just tell them, because and well, if they are not like very much late, if it's just 5 or 10 minutes, I will not say anything, I don't think. But if they are late like for half an hour or so, I would be calling them, and if they have an acceptable excuse, I will not react. But if they're just being late for no reason, I might just show them that this thing annoys me. So yes,
You're living away from your home country affects your way of thinking. If you lived in
yeah, of
Egypt, you're not
course.
going to say this.
Yeah, of course, definitely, yes, yes.
Or
You are
else you're going
absolutely
to
right.
lose all your friends if you're going to be angry because they're late for 20 minutes.
Do you know what I do when I go back to Egypt for like a holiday? I meet my friends with a cafe that's very very close to my home, and then I tell them, when you're just 2 minutes away from the cafe, just call me, and then I would be ready, and I wait for them until they call, and I go down. I just go down, literally go down to the cafe just 2 minutes from my home. I don't
And
meet them any place
were they
away from
honest?
them.
Because my friends would say, yes, here we're in the cafe. And when I go, they maybe
No, they
they
are
haven't
honest,
started.
because they know that I'm ready and I'm waiting for them at home. So, and well, when you are like away from your country for a long time, and then we go back, you don't have like too many friends to meet, and if you have, they have a busy schedule as well, So I'm only meeting my close friends, and that's it. Yeah. So
Okay.
they are honest.
Great, great, great. Your friends are better than mine. Lamia,
Yes.
can you still remember the question?
Okay.
Or you forgot it?
Yeah.
Okay.
A little bit.
Okay, go.
Okay. For the very first situation, in the maybe the informal one, whenever I meet my friends, when we go to the cinema or we're spending some time in a restaurant, okay, if they are late for, as Nancy said, if they are late for 10 minutes, that's okay. If they are late more than this and the movie maybe is going to start, I'm going to call them, hello, the movie is starting, so do you mind if I go and watch it, and whenever you come, you can just join me? If it's okay, I'll just go and enjoy the movie till they come. Okay. I'm just trying to make the best use of time.
Yes, I like this. This is the Egyptian way.
Okay. for the other scenario, which is the formal one, of course, it depends on my position. If I'm a leader and I have like many attendees who are supposed to attend the meeting on time and they came like 30 minutes late, I would ask them why. I think the best thing to do to someone who did something wrong generally is to ask him why, to understand first. So I would ask them why. If the excuse is acceptable, of course I would accept it. If they have repeated the same mistake for more than one time, I would just giving them a friendly comment that you have done this more than one time, and please just try to take care to come on time and so on. So by the end of the meeting, I will explain again what I have been talking about so far in the very beginning of the meeting. I'm so friendly. I'm so kind person.
Okay. Okay, China. China.
Okay, thank you. For me, well, let me start with the formal meeting. If I have a formal meeting, usually what we normally do is that we give a grace of 10 minutes for those who are going to come late. And when you're coming late beyond 10 minutes, you'll have been given the consequence of your lateness. That's when you come late, so action will be taken against you. So except for emergency cases, as I have stated earlier, that when you come late, this is what you're going to face. So that's what we normally do when it comes to formal meetings. And as for informal meetings, what I've known my friends because we are mutual friends and we know ourselves. So if I know them to be people who do come late for no reason, or some of them will be like, okay, let him get there. By the time he gets there, he's going to call us and ask whether we are on our way or not. So this is something that comes up every time we have meetings. So I know them, they know me. We have to meet by 10 o'clock. They want me to be there before them. So they will come in. Are you there already? So I will calculate the number of the total time that we take them from their house to the place. Then I'll give them the estimate that you have to be there by so time, and they should be able to meet up. But when they get there and they still come late, I don't have to be angry because they're my friends. I don't have to be angry. I just have to accept their excuses. And most time I have to be calling them to take at least to monitor their movement. Where are you? What are you doing now? So I'm waiting for so minutes. And I just have to accommodate them because they're my friends. I don't have to be angry.
You're a kind person, China.
Can I just add something?
Thank you.
Yes.
Okay.
You know, I think the reason why people behave this way is because they know that there is not going to be any consequences for their actions. Like, you see, if I know that, for example, I've given an example here. If you are late to, for example, dentist appointment or a doctor's appointment, you will not go to the, like, you will not enter, you know, your appointment.
You will not meet the doctor.
Yeah, your appointment is canceled. Okay, yeah. So if it's 8 o'clock, you have to be there at 8 o'clock. If you came at a 8:15, it means that you didn't arrive, you're not here, and then they take the next patient. Okay, so there is consequences. But and then again, this is formal. So let's say in this the informal situation, if you're gonna meet your friend and if they know that if you're late, I'm not gonna you know, meet up with you again, or I'm gonna be like very angry and okay, let's just talk on the phone. What's the point of, you know, waiting for you for half an hour? Well, I have to leave in 1 hour and you're wasting my time. So if they believe that there is going to be some consequences to what they do, I think they might at least change this behavior when they are meeting you.
Great.
So yeah, just
yes, I do agree with you.
Idea.
Very
yes. That's true, but in Nigeria, I'm sorry to say, the scenario may be different. For example, the doctor appointment you mentioned now, there are sometimes the doctor will give you an appointment for so time, and by the time you get there, the doctor will be the one that has not come. So sometimes it's nothing to them when they know that, okay, they will assume that you will come late, and for that reason, they too will come late.
The doctor himself comes late. Okay. Now, Salma, hello. Welcome to the meeting. We have some questions in the chat box, and I guess that you have
About
it
that.
before. So feel free to speak.
Okay, I guess
Hello,
you have-
everyone. Hi.
Hi.
Sorry for being late.
Hi, it's today. You proved the topic of today.
I'm really sorry.
Feel free, I'm joking.
It's totally
Go ahead.
out of my hand.
Yes.
About actually, in our culture is somehow acceptable. Sometimes it's about the sitting. If it's for example, if it's the university session or something, I think it's not going to be acceptable. But if there's a family meeting or friendly meeting, they accept this. It's no problem, especially in family meetings, Egyptian family meetings. It's totally acceptable. I believe that. Hello?
Yeah, we hear you.
Yeah, we hear
Uh,
you, Sam.
Second, are you ever late? Yeah, no.
Okay.
Yeah, and
It
that's
happens.
totally out
It
of.
happens.
Yeah, it happened. Yeah, exactly. But for exams and stuff like this, as Nancy said, if there's like sequences for this, I'm not, of course. So if you, yeah, I'm really sorry for being late. Also, again, what type of excuses do you think are right for lateness? I think for family the gathering, the friendly gathering. But I think if you provide a sorry message or a note before you being late, is gonna be appreciation of like a nice thing of you to do, even if it's a family thing. I think so. You're not even you can't just be late and said I'm sorry. Yeah, that's what I. And how do you feel when someone? Yeah, that's actually makes me really angry. By the way, when someone is very late for an appointment, even if it's a family gathering for me. Yeah, that's it.
Okay. So we have 5 minutes left. We can make use of 4 of them. So who would like to add something? Nancy, you have always something to add. So shoot.
I'm so talkative, I know.
This is great. We're in a speaking session.
Well, not really. It's just you know, it's always, especially when you deal with people from other cultures, it's good thing to prove that we are not that bad, you know, when it comes to time. So yeah, I just advise whoever comes late, you know, try not to do that because it really annoys the other person unless you know them like personally. And there, we should not be you know, behaving right just because we are afraid of consequences. That's what I wanted to say. It needs to come from inside of us.
Yes.
That's it.
Very true. So people who behave in the same way have the same thoughts. I guess that I agree with you because both of us like to be there on time. Salma, you didn't tell you're a punctual person, right?
Yes.
Yes.
So we have
Yes.
four. We have
Happy so now.
4 on 1. 4 people like to come on time, and we have only one person. I'm not going to say the name, Lamia. Don't be afraid. Who likes to come late and say that this is normal. So it was great to talk to you today about this topic, and we're gonna meet again next week, I guess, maybe on Friday, so that we have like 3 more people to join us. Maybe let it be on Friday. So I'm gonna send you the topic beforehand, and it's nice to meet you today. Would you like to say something?
Thank you
Yes.
so much for hosting this nice topic. Thank you.
Bless you.
Yes, thank
Nice
you very
topic.
much
It's
for
very
hosting
nice.
this.
Yeah, thank you.
Welcome.
Thank you very much for hosting this. I really appreciate it.
Very
It's
happy
nice.
to meet my Nigerian friend.
Yes, thank you. I'm happy meeting you too.
Welcome. Lamia,
Thank
Thank you so much.
Welcome, guys. See you next time. I'm not going to say next week because we may meet on Friday.
Okay.
That's
See you another time.
See
Bye
you.
bye.
Bye bye.